Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a podcast about something. I am your host, Joe Costanza, not to be confused with someone who is three times as old as I am, George Costanza from Seinfeld. This is episode 15, Burger King Foot Lettuce, and I am here as a 21-year-old man. I'm old. I get it. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
It's all right. I am here with Jake from State Farm. He's back. Yippee! And Jay Gooden's also here. And I got a not new guest, but he first time as like in a pre-recorded pod because he was in the live one with Mario Kart.
Yeah.
My good friend Stefan is here.
Yo.
Yo,
Uh, do you want to like introduce yourself or like should we just get into it?
Um. Yeah. Sure. Do you want me to go first?
I
Yeah.
mean,
So I am a Twitch streamer. I am mostly known for mostly Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Stuff. So yeah, if you want to find me on Twitch.
all right. Let's get started here then. So this episode is going to be mainly the Nintendo Direct. It's just going to be like kind of the whole stuff that got revealed in the Direct from a couple weeks ago. We'll go in order. I have the video pulled up right now, and thank God for time code because I would not know the order. So, if you got something to say about any of these games, which I'm pretty sure we have something to say about at least one of these, we'll go over them. I want this pod to be a little less than an hour, but if it's a little over, that's fine. So, first game up is Mario and Luigi Brothership. So, I know Jake's got something to say about this.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. I'm a big fan of the other games. I have every single one except for the original version of the first game. Because that one's like for like the Game Boy Advance. I own that. But yeah, I'm really happy that they're uh continuing the series because it's kind of they haven't had like a new game, not counting the remakes, since like what 2018, 17. Been like a long time, so I'm happy about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jake. Go ahead.
Okay.
Uh,
Me or Jake?
Jake Gooden, sorry.
Jake. Okay. All right. Yeah. I totally agree with Jake with that. It will definitely. I really think like this is like the retribution, or really just like redemption of the Mario and Luigi RPG series. Ever since like somewhat of the mixed reviewed and somewhat doozer release of the last game that came out on Paper Jam. Some people liked
yeah,
it. Other people feel like it was kind of like lackluster in many certain areas. So and of course with the notorious fallout of the developer who made that game that went bankrupt, which was very very sad for that to go happen. It's just very sad when game companies had to go through that. Yeah, especially when they're trying to like bring up beloved franchises in like their own direction throughout their own means under the publisher. But I really do feel like this can be like a great step in the right direction for Mario and Luigi series. I really feel like this is something that's gonna like pretty much turn heads. I really feel like this is the best opportunity to like bring back all the RPGs, and like they really have been doing it with the new Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake. Um, the Super Mario RPG with Legend of Seven Stars. So I just really feel like it's a great time in order to like bring back like other great Mario RPGs. In that sense, and just making it all the worthwhile. And then like getting into this is like a really good opportunity, and for like old generation gamers who grew up with Superstar Saga and Dream Team and Bowser's Inside Story and
yeah,
even Paper
Dream
Jam.
Team.
Yeah.
That was
And
the
for like
first one I bought.
yeah, it was Superstar Saga. I remember back in 2003 when I also got the game. Like it was so hilarious. I just loved the dialogue. It was really really good. It actually like helped me understand the Mario universe much better than the mainstay games. So
Yeah,
I actually I like that comedic approach with Mario and like and the friends and all of those characters like actually expanding their worlds, because it actually means a whole lot more than what's meaning from the eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one that I ever played was the fourth one, Dream Team. I remember when that first came out. That was really cool when I first played it. I was young. I think it was like 2013 it came out or something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think it was like the year of Luigi or something.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think that was the year of Luigi.
Yeah, but I thought it was really cool when I first played it. Never actually beat that game, come to think of it, but I played through most of it and I really liked it.
Right.
Anything?
Yeah,
Bowser's Inside Story was my first game that I played from the Mario and Luigi series. Yeah, for Mario and Luigi Brothership, I'm actually pretty excited for it. You know, like I thought the last game, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, was okay. I mean, it could have added a lot more stuff to make it better, but I mean, it was okay. At least they tried to make somewhat of a collab, but it didn't hit all the way. So,
right.
but hopefully with this game, they can go back to making good Mario and Luigi games, because I thought Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story was really good. I thought Mario and Luigi Dream Team was okay, and Mario and Luigi Paper Jam was alright. So, I mean, but hopefully it can go back to the glory days of Mario and Luigi where it was really, really good. Because I feel like the writing and the dialogue and the story really makes the Mario and Luigi games work really well. Same thing with the Paper Mario games.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah. And I gotta say that, like, I'm not the biggest Mario and Luigi fan. I know they're beloved by many people. Like, Partners in Time, I think people really loved. And, like, there's a lot of other games that people would consider to be great. And the RPG games have been kind of bad for a while, especially, like, Paper Mario with Sticker Star and, like, a bunch of stuff. It's just, it's pretty refreshing to see that. And it's crazy to think that there's... In the 3 directs we got one RPG Mario game that they redid or had a sequel to. It's pretty crazy.
And the funny thing is, I'm a big fan of these games, but I've only actually beaten the first game, and that was a remake of the first game. I tried playing the second, and I'm stuck on the final boss of that game. I can't beat it, and then I'm like in the middle of playing like the third at this point. Right. Even though I've had it in like my room just rotting there for like years.
And also, this is the first Mario and Luigi game without Martinet. So.
Oh yeah. That's so sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
is it gonna be that new voice actor?
Yeah.
From Wonder. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't really have much to say. I'm happy for fans of the series, and in the words of Chugga Conroy, Mario RPGs aren't shit anymore. So
I thought we don't talk about him.
He's innocent, so we can talk about him.
Okay.
So, Nintendo World Champion. I don't think we will care about the fucking championships.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good nostalgia piece. I mean, like the NES edition, it was. I really feel like it's a novelty with like those tournament games from back in the day with the Nintendo World Championships. So it's like just like a love letter in my opinion. Well, with the NES edition, but I don't know. I just feel like we already got this game already. I think there was like another Nintendo World Championship type of game that came out already that pretty much like plays the same. That's also available on the Switch. So this is okay. I mean, like it's good. I guess for like novelty heads who remember that and want to like test themselves with like high scores and getting the best ranking or like the best score in like in their favorite classic games. So that's just it is what it is. And in this edition, it's here to stay. Whatever.
Yeah. Fairy Tail 2. I don't know what the fuck this is. There's a lot of third-party games that I just don't really have much. Nintendo Switch Sports. They added basketball apparently.
Nice. Now I can pretend I'm the New York Knicks being the Indiana Pacers, even though the Indiana Pacers beat the Knicks.
There we go.
You're on the losing team. Okay.
Make your own.
But in my fantasy, I can be the New York Knicks beating the Indiana Pacers.
Just make your own timeline for that.
Exactly. I can make my own storyline. I can make my own My Career.
That should have happened in real life, and I'm a little bit steamed that didn't, but here we are.
Yeah.
Looking at the footage, it kind of looks similar or the exact same to the one in Wii Sports Resort, which is pretty good. And like I've watched Professor play this, so it's gonna be interesting to see what the fuck he does with this. I think it's surprising that didn't Switch Sports come on like 2019, and they're now updating it. Like
Has it been that long?
I can't
Hmm.
remember when. Hold on, when did Nintendo Switch Sports come out?
You don't have to read out loud, but you're
Oh,
typing.
2022. Okay. Well, that makes sense why they updated it.
That wasn't too
Yeah.
long ago. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, cool. It's still not going to convince me to get the game, but cool. Is it?
Was it bad? I never heard anything about it really.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like it kind of feels like a poorly done version of Wii Sports, which is the fucking greatest game ever. Like it just feels like a cheap knockoff of it. It's like Strikers Battle League. Like it's kind of like a less good version of Strikers Charged and the one on the GameCube. Like it's kind of like that.
Right. I feel like the Switch games are never going to touch like the Wii games, like as far as like nostalgia and stuff like that. I feel
Oh,
like the
definitely not.
Wii I feel like the Wii and the DS are always going to be the most nostalgic systems. As
Oh
as good
yeah.
as the Switch is, I don't think it's going to touch the Wii and the DS as far as nostalgia.
There were
Yeah.
moments when
Uh,
when I would play like Mario Galaxy or something, and I'm just like thinking like about how far it's come for like Super Mario Odyssey or something like that, and like it doesn't really. I like the game for what it is, but it doesn't capture the feeling I had when I first played this game when I was young. And yeah, the nostalgia does affect that, and I just kind of miss a little bit the Wii days.
Yeah, and I think the GameCube should be in that category too, because a lot of people still play Sunshine and Melee a lot, so it kind of sucks that GameCube and Wii are like well-known, like they have like a lot of like really well-known games like Mario Kart Wii and Smash Bros. Meanwhile, the Switch doesn't really have any. I mean, it has Smash Bros. And Breath of the Wild, but it's mostly remakes, which we could talk about that later. But it just kind of sucks.
I mean,
Um,
I love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I love Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but other than that, everything else is really like remakes. I mean, Mario Kart 8 is a remix, but I like the original Mario Kart, so I don't mind there being a remake. And Super Mario 3D World, I really like, so I don't really care that it's another remake. But as far as all the other remakes, I really don't care for them that much.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
fair. And
That's true.
they also announced like a lot of cartoon games that are coming. Apparently, there's like a fucking Hello Kitty game. There's a Disney game.
Oh gosh.
The the
Yeah,
the,
meh.
the one that caught my eye was the Looney Tunes. Apparently, there's like a basketball Looney Tunes game and soccer as well. It's like Looney Tunes sports mix. I think like it's
Yeah,
basically that. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. Yeah, like I mean, I only reference this because Space Jam, and also there's like a Daffy Duck joke that we always make on Thunder Pal. So like it, but
vote for
this
the
game
duck. Yeah.
this game looks like dog shit, but it's cute, you know. It's got like Porky at the end saying like "Ibli, ibli, 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 let's play ball." Like it's just like okay, it's cute, nothing special. And then immediately after, there's an Among Us update. Fucking great. There's like more roles that they have. Like there's Phantom, there's Tracker, and all that.
Does anyone still play Among Us anymore? Like within the
You'd be
group?
surprised.
Yeah.
In like
I
Thunderpals or
don't.
what?
I don't mind playing if there's like a collab of it. I'll be like, okay, sure. Like, it's one of those games that's like, okay, like if I have a whole bunch of friends who like down for it for like that moment or that for that day, I'm like, okay, sure, yeah, all right, I'll play it. That's just me. But yeah,
Yeah.
I know Among Us has like a big fan base and whatnot, so I do respect it.
Yeah, it just really annoys me that Among Us is constantly. It's like becoming Fortnite at this point. Like it's like constantly getting updates, and it's just I don't know. It just kind of it sucks ass.
True.
What else? There's a. I mean, these are always like the best types of games they reveal. There's a farming game that they announced.
Oh my god,
like,
they have a farm. I never saw the full direct, but I didn't know that they had a farming game. Who the hell wants to play that?
I think that's a joke among the Nintendo fan base or whatever, because I think there's one direct that was just 90% farming games, which is fucking stupid. Oh my god.
I'm gonna give you another farming game.
Congrats, farmer fans. There's a new game for the Farmer Cinematic Unit. Oh god, this is a terrible podcast.
You failed to water the plants. Your family starves. Game over.
It's like Nintendogs, but it's the crops instead of dogs.
And crops. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Nintendo crops.
Let's go. I'm down for it.
Nintendo crops.
Yeah.
And,
Gonna be farming up some mushrooms. We're gonna be reaping all that stuff.
Right. And then immediately after that, we have what I thought was a new game, but turns out it's just another remake. Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah, that game was on the Wii. It was a really fun game. I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy they brought it back.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe and I beat that game together.
The thing is, I don't like this decision because I feel like this should have just brought in a completely new game. Because we haven't had, like, keep in mind, people were complaining about not having a 2D Mario game for like a decade now, because like Wonder came out last year, and the last time we had a 2D Mario game was 2012. Before Wonder, we have not had a single Donkey Kong game since 2014, not including the Tropical Freeze Deluxe on the Switch with Funky Kong. We have not had a single Donkey Kong Country game since the Wii U, and I feel like we have it's kind of bad enough we technically don't really have an official Mario Kart on there. It's just 8, but with extra courses and characters. For Donkey Kong, he's been shafted, and like I get it. Rare is kind of like, I don't think Rare exists anymore, and like it's already bad enough that Banjo-Kazooie kind of got shafted, and I mean they're in Smash Bros, but still, like it kind of sucks that that Donkey Kong has not had a single game out for like a while, and Returns is great. Like I love the game, easily one of my favorites in the Wii days, but a remake, come on. I mean, it makes sense. It would make sense if Nintendo just didn't do remakes throughout the entire Switch life cycle, because they've been doing it since the Switch launched.
And, right, a lot of remakes.
I feel like
7 years since a 3D Mario game. The last 3D Mario game was Odyssey. They still haven't made a 3D Mario game yet.
If you count Bowser's Fury, but that's like a port.
Exactly.
Right. So instead of like just for like nostalgia purposes and actually like bringing back favorites or even sometimes classics from other previous generations, you don't really feel. I want to ask you this question: do you believe that when they make those remakes, they're kind of testing the waters to see if people are actually digging a brand new game in the franchise as a whole? Like, what do you guys think about that?
I don't really know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, but I don't know. Maybe I feel like
because think about it. They did this with Star Fox Zero, and that didn't necessarily really pan out all that good. So we haven't seen a new Star Fox game in a long while. I know we're probably gonna talk about that later on in the video, but that's just one example that I'm giving you. So and even with another game that's not necessarily Nintendo, but Capcom, Darkstalkers Resurrection. That game came out with, and that was a whole entire remake of the first 3 Vampire Slavery games. That got shafted. No one liked that game, and at least by sales numbers, it didn't really necessarily pick up any steam to warrant Capcom to invest into a sequel. You know what I mean? So maybe I believe that like these are companies kind of like test out the waters to see like, okay, all right, well, let's bring it back on this generation and let's just see how it goes through the notions and waves when it comes to sales and what type of numbers he's actually really looking at during his fiscal year, and seeing if it's really like a heavy hitter or it's just like a snooze or sleeper hit type of deal.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've also heard some stuff that like Rare is kind of focusing more on Metroid Prime, which we'll get to later, and they didn't have time to make a Donkey Kong game, but I don't know. It still sucks either way.
I hear what you're saying because Tropical Freeze was great. From what I hear, I still want to go beat that game. And Returns, like I'm pretty sure that was another good hit. So it is kind of weird. I do agree with you, Joe. Like why we haven't seen a new brand new Donkey Kong game. There's a lot of franchises that definitely deserve sequels on the Switch generation. Like, dude, like seriously, already named one of them, and like it's kind of weird that Donkey Kong has not seen that. We kind of, I don't know, it's not really DK, but we got Mario versus Donkey Kong, but that's another Mario franchise or crossword franchise. I don't know.
Yeah, Mario vs.
So that
Donkey
really
Kong
count.
caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
Wait, did they release a new one for that?
Yeah, they released one for I think it's just called Mario vs. Donkey Kong, but yeah, that hasn't been a thing since the DS, and they made another one on the Switch.
I never played any of those games. I kind of thought it looked dumb, so I just never played it.
Dragon Quest got some remakes. That's cool. I don't know if any of you play Dragon Quest.
I have not. I have not. And I really don't want to like surprise the crowd with that one. I know it's a great franchise. Okay, so don't get out the pitchforks. Don't get the knives. Don't riot, please.
I haven't played it either.
I have not played Dragon Quest game, but I know it's great. I know it's great. Okay, so just hold on. Let's not start a fire right now. I have not played Dragon Quest game. All right, but it's. I think it's good. I do like the surprise reveal that they did with bringing back 1 and 2 as HD 2D remake. That was pretty cool. So I like that reveal, and the art style is just great. Like it's homage to Akira Toriyama, which is one of my favorite manga artists and mangakas of all time. And like the creator of Dragon Quest, like he's also legendary in his own right. So it's always good to see these games coming. So
I agree.
Yeah.
Now going down the weird route. No joke about this either. I think Nintendo finally has their own version of Fortnite / Lego Dimensions. Funko Fusion, which, no joke, you actually play as a fucking Funko Pop. Like, different ones, like there's Invincible, there's Jaws, there's Marty McFly, there's Freddy Fazbear. It's the dumbest shit. I was laughing in my Nintendo Direct reaction. I was like, what the fuck is this?
People love Funko Pops. Let's make a game out of this.
They're trying to cash in. They're trying to cash. Sorry, they're trying to cash in on the Lego video game craze. Let's just be honest here. Like it's their own unique Lego video game franchise that they're trying to like pop off. So like creativity wise, it seems great, but like realistically, that's what's happening here. So it's their chance in the pot.
A weird fanfic.
Yeah.
It sounds like a weird fanfic.
Oh my god!
Like how is this any different from Lego Dimensions? Like think about it.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like the moment I saw.
Is it any different from Lego Dimensions?
Back to the Future, because Jurassic Park and Back to the Future are both in that game. I'm like, this is just fucking Lego Dimensions with Funko Pops. That's basically it.
Yeah.
The only thing they're missing is Batman.
Funko Dimensions.
Yeah, but when you make a collab like Smash Bros, it has to make sense where all the characters at least somewhat make sense as to why they're in there. This is just random characters appearing in a game that have no connection with each other.
I guess, but I'm like, what? Why? Why are you making this? This is stupid.
It's
their chance in the pot, man. Hey, it's the age of creativity, dog. It's the information age. That's what people. Some people are gonna like it. Some people are gonna. Take a grain of salt with it and say like, maybe I shouldn't try this. It looks kind of dumb, and then maybe they try it, they actually may have a good time, or people are just gonna go bash it. Yeah.
As bad as the idea is, I do
Yeah.
appreciate the fact that Nintendo is still willing to take risks and do things that other people probably wouldn't think of doing.
Yeah.
A lot of their games, like, think about it, Paper Mario. Think about that as like you're in the 2000s and there's a game about Mario as paper. It sounds ridiculous, yet it became a really popular franchise. It could be the same thing here. I doubt it, but I do appreciate that Nintendo's taking risks and actually trying out new things. At least they're still trying. They haven't, like, run out of ideas yet.
I don't even think it's made by Nintendo, but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Is it made by Nintendo? I don't know.
No, I don't think Funko Fusion is made by Nintendo. No.
The only way this game could probably work is if they do other things besides have like alternate skins for them. Like if they have like different storylines for different characters and stuff, maybe the game might work. But if it's just alternate skins, then it's not going to work.
I don't think they have alternate skins. I think it's literally just different characters in different universes. So it's basically Lego Dimensions, but in Funko form.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking He-Man.
Hey, look, hey, man, they're giving it a shot, man. Like, hey, I mean, I give them respect on that part, but like, is it gonna work? Only time will tell. I mean, that's really what it is. And to piggyback on what Jake was saying, would it be crazy if I told you that my cousin, actually cousins, actually like Paper Mario more than Mario itself, like more than the Super Mario games itself? Would it be crazy if I told you that? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, Paper Mario is a good series.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They
I heard the first two games are
good. Yeah.
I even like the really third game, Super Paper Mario. That was a really fun game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we spent more time on this than Mario and Luigi. Like, this is weird. Like, we spent more time on Funko Fusion than fucking Brothership. Like, oh my god. Alright, we'll move on to something that's been... I think it came out yesterday or today, I think. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. That's got a remake. People are actually streaming it right now. As we're talking. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I've seen people play it. I have played it personally on the 3DS. I don't even think the game needed to be remade, honestly.
Actually, I beat the game before you did, Joe.
I didn't even beat the game yet. I was like, I kind of just gave up after one hard level. I'm like, this game sucks, but no. I just didn't even bother playing it again. But I'm like, I might go back to it soon.
Hold on. Wait. Why are they calling it Luigi Mansion 2 Dark Moon? Isn't it Luigi Mansion Dark Moon?
I think in America it's called Dark Moon, but in other parts of the world they just called it Luigi's Mansion 2, and they just stuck with that title.
Oh, okay.
I think like Europe and Japan and stuff, it was like 2.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I've seen Luigi Mansion 2 as a remake already. I was a little bit confused about that. Wait, hold on, wait, what?
I think they had an arcade version of Dark Moon called Luigi's Mansion 2 as well. It's like a first-person, not really shooter, but like you're flashing at a ghost.
They have an arcade Luigi's Mansion? Seriously?
They do?
I think they did. Let me search it up. I think that's real. Let me see.
Oh, I would love to play that. I could
just be delusional. I don't know.
Immediately. You are delusional, but still.
The voices in my head told me it's a real thing. Let me see.
That's just as surprising as me finding out about the Mario Kart arcade game, but that features Pac-Man.
Is it a real thing? Let me see.
Oh yeah, that's actually my introduction to Mario Kart. Believe it or not.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's a real thing. Luigi's Mansion Arcade is an arcade game based on the Nintendo 3DS game Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Yeah, it's a real thing.
All right, Jake, we're going to Dave & Buster's this weekend.
I don't think it's there, but okay.
I know. Yeah, you might have to call up some arcade shops and like.
It was published by Capcom.
Yeah.
It was made by Capcom. Oh, okay.
How the fuck is it made by Capcom?
Search up. It's on it. It's on the Mario Wiki. It says.
Well, Joe. I would say this: like, this is not the first time Nintendo has ever like licensed off like some of their beloved franchises in the arcade. Because remember, we had F-Zero AX, which was made by Sega, which we all know is a rival of Nintendo. But like now they're one of the company's best supporters. So Sega made an F-Zero game. Yeah, and that was an arcade game. Yeah, so
Okay.
that was surprising to me. Well, that's just one example. So,
Stephanie, you got anything to add? Like, have you played the original game?
No, but I saw a couple gameplay clips of it. I think the first and second one were pretty good. I don't know much about the third game that came out. It seems like a lot of people really loved the second Luigi's Mansion game, and also the first one, obviously, because it's the original.
I played that game to death. The second one.
Still my favorite.
So the second one's better than the first one, Luigi's Mansion.
I don't know. I haven't beaten the first game. We actually recently bought the first game, kind of recently, because we have like a Wii that's able to play GameCube games. So we're just kind of playing it.
Yeah. I gotta say, like, I love 3, but I think just because I grew up with it, I think Dark Moon's my personal favorite, but I think the majority probably either say 3 or 1. But, I mean, it's cool that Dark Moon's getting support, but I don't know.
I think if you grew up with the game, you're kind of biased in a way, like, inevitably. Like, you kind of prefer the games that you grew up with than the newer ones.
I kind of prefer 8 Deluxe slightly over Wii, and I grew up with Wii, so, like, I don't really know.
That's difficult because I love Mario Kart Wii, but I love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so it's difficult, and I have a lot of memories with both of them, so it's difficult to really choose. I feel like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is more of an advantage for me because of all like the Mario Kart TV and the highlights and everything. It was so easy to watch clips of yourself playing Mario Kart. But Mario Kart Wii is still a very good game though. Mario Kart DS and Wii were my first Mario Kart games.
Yeah,
I would say one thing. Mario Kart DS was definitely a great game. I love that more than Super Circuit. I just hated the fact that like online got hacked so badly because that was like the era when people were trying to like kind of like shaft the record books on like how fast they can go on a lap, and like people were cheating with that. I was like, what is that? There's no way you're beating Daisy Circuit in 10 seconds. I'm like, bro, what is this? So yeah, you don't know. I'm serious. Like even like on world record holders, they will get exposed for like driving so insanely fast, and like there's no way that you weren't doing it without tools and cheats. So
right, it's very easy to tell if like you're cheating or not because it shouldn't take you 10 seconds. It's impossible to beat a level in 10 seconds.
I'm telling you, at least a lap in 10 seconds. I'm like, bro, no, there's no way. There's no way.
Not even fucking A-Train could do that shit. Like, come on.
That's impossible.
Dude, not even like Lightning Pharaoh, and I respect her to death. Like, I know she's a close friend of you, Joe, but like, not even Lightning Pharaoh can do that in 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, no, that's just a fact. Lightning, Tasha, the best fucking Mario Kart players can't fucking do that. Like,
can't do that, man. So how the hell?
It's impossible. Because you have like 3 laps, and no.
Oh,
that is crazy. 15 seconds on what?
If you're hacking in a Nintendo game, get a fucking life. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Well, I used an action replay when I was younger, but I never really used it online. It's one thing to cheat in your own games, but when you cheat online, it's a totally different thing because you're playing against other people, and it's very disrespectful. If you want to cheat on your own games and unlock whatever you want, that's on you. But I mean, if you cheat with other people, that's unfair.
Right.
Is there even a course that you can beat it in like 10 seconds? I don't even think
it's impossible.
It's impossible, but
if you want to, if you count laps like Baby Park, you can finish in 10 seconds. Like, 7 laps. It's just an oval. Like obviously 7 laps will take like a minute, but for like one.
The DS is 5 laps.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the original or 8 Deluxe. So
Yeah.
yeah. So Stefan, you did say you played Dark Moon, right?
I watched a couple clips of it, but it seemed okay. It seemed okay.
That's good to hear. Denpa Man, I don't know, Metal Slug, Darkest Dungeon. I don't know any of these fucking games. Nintendo
Mm.
Switch Online.
I
Oh,
would say one. All right, hold on. I'll say one thing about Metal Slug. All right, only because like I'm an SNK fanatic. If you don't know who SNK is, yes, they make Metal Slug, Fatal Fury, Samurai Shodown, and of course the ever popular King of Fighters series. Um, I'm actually touched that they brought back Metal Slug and they made a game for it on the Switch. It does look pretty fun, but I did hear it's kind of like the mobile game in a sense, but that mobile game was also pretty good too. So I'm just gonna say one thing. If you have not played a Metal Slug game yet, this might be the one that may convince you to actually invest a little bit into the franchise, or probably a lot into the franchise. It looks really, really intriguing. It looks really, really great. Yeah, so give it a shot casually if you want to go see what I'm talking about. But other than that, that's a really good intro. I would say that. Yeah.
Um, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
They added more games to the Game Boy for online expansion pack. There's Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which
Let's
I've heard.
go. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I heard that one was good.
I've seen
Let's
TRG play it,
go.
so like it sounds fun.
Yeah.
What else? What else did they
I
add?
mean, it's Legend of Zelda, so I mean, anything they put out is mostly going to be good.
Yeah, true. And Metroid
Yeah.
Zero Mission. That
Oh
seems
my
fun.
God, I love that game. Oh my God, I love that and Fusion are like the top tier in Metroid games. Oh my God, I love that game.
They added some M-rated games on the Nintendo 64 as well. Like there's a game called hold on. What's it called? Come on, show me. Turok Monster Hunter, I think it's called.
Yes. Yes.
What else was there?
Come on, say it. Come on.
Perfect Dark, I think it's called. Yeah,
Let's
Perfect
go. Perfect Dark is back. Yes. Yes.
Dark.
I was waiting for it. Perfect
Yeah.
Dark is back.
It just showed like the end symbol on there. I'm like, what is this called? Is it just called the end game? Oh, Perfect Dark. Okay, but yeah, um, but yeah, it seems fun. It's a good selection of expansion pack games.
So, if you're down to stream that Perfect Dark from the NSO expansion, I am definitely down to play with you. You just say the word, brother. I am down to play that game with you.
I didn't think about doing that, but you know what? Since you brought it up, I'll make that a stream someday.
Dude, you are not going to regret Perfect Dark. You're probably going to be a fan. After one stream, you're probably going to be a fan of that franchise. Just from that first game alone. Oh my God, Perfect Dark was great.
Hell yeah!
One could say it was perfect.
Fuck off. All right,
I know,
Phantom
terrible
Brave.
joke.
I don't know if there's anybody who cares about Phantom Brave. There's Marvel vs. Cap. There's
Yo, okay. All right, Joe, please. Let me say one thing. Please, let me say
Sure.
one thing. Okay, so I'm going to keep it short. I promise you. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. The way how they presented that game was so casual to the point where it's like, it was just like, it felt like a passerby of a reveal. But let me tell you, the ever loving effect that it made with fighting game enthusiasts is through the roof. Okay, so I would say this one thing. There was a petition going on several years prior about the fact that there was a free Marvel 2 campaign that went viral and eventually went global. People were trying their best on to convince Capcom to get along with Marvel in order to re-release Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This happened at a time when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was super inflated. People were either had to go play the Dreamcast or PS2 versions to actually own a physical copy of it. And that was costing like around like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door GameCube dollars, like $300-$400 a pop. So it was super, super inflated. Oh yeah, brother, please. It was super, super inflated, and people were begging for them to actually get back on the train with Marvel's Capcom, especially with the dismal launch of Marvel's Capcom Infinite, which didn't really do well, and Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3 starting to reveal dark ages of fighting game enthusiasts, especially with the Capcom entries. So you have people, big time players of the free Marvel 2 campaign, in order to get this game up and running onto major consoles, or at least get that game back into the atmosphere of major consoles. Like Maximilian Dude, the perfect example, who helped kickstart that campaign in order to free Marvel 2 and to make sure that people of the next generation actually get a chance to see the fighting glory of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and why it's so great. So, I'm over here watching this direct, and I couldn't even believe what I just saw because there were so many people petitioning, started Kickstarter campaigns, trying to send out tweets, begging, pleading, praying that Capcom will actually release this game. And the fact that they did this in Nintendo Direct, and the fact that I found out that's also available on PS4 and Steam, is a big, big win in the fighting game community. And I really do think that this is going to implore more MVC releases in the future, like Marvel's Capcom 4. Like, people went fanatic. They went skyrocket fanatic on this reveal. They couldn't believe their eyes that we got 7 games. They brought back X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which was only a Japan-only release. They brought back Marvel Superheroes, and Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, which you can't play in arcades anymore. You physically cannot get that copy of that game at all, unless you had it on Saturn or PS1. Now the fact that we even get the Punisher, which is another rare Capcom fighting beat 'em up game, we get that game. We get 7 of those legendary gems into one complete package. I'm telling you, brother, the whole fighting game community went bonkers when they saw that. So this is an extremely big reveal, even if it was just like a passerby reveal. From Nintendo Direct standards, it was so hype, and I know for a fact that this is a great opportunity for them to revive the franchise, especially for us getting away from the Marvel's Capcom Infinite Eye. And I'm telling you, it is a great moment in fighting game history that we're getting people to play this game in newer generations and to newer consoles. That's all I got to say.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
These seem like great games, like The Punisher, Capcom 2, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Like the only Marvel vs. Capcom game I have is 3, and that game is crazy fun. I need to check these out.
Yeah.
If you have not played any of these great gems, please pick this up. You're doing a great service for the fighting game community. You're also going to be supporting these guys. The big official heads, they're going to see like, oh, okay, people actually like this. Oh, okay, even though we don't really know any better, because we didn't realize how much of a stake or a pie that this had or impact with said community. But okay, people are buying it, so let's make some more games.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, another game that we can all talk about, and this caught me by surprise because I didn't expect this. Super Mario Party Jamboree, the brand new game in the Mario Party franchise, and kind of crushed hopes of people's dreams, saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna get DLC for Superstars. Nope, it's a completely different game. So, since I know everybody has stuff to talk about, I'll go in order for like I'll go last, and I'll just have everybody talk about their piece like Mario and Luigi did. So Jake, you can go first.
I mean, oddly enough, I don't really have an opinion about this. I mean, I don't really know how I feel. I mean, it feels kind of weird that they. It felt like only yesterday that the Superstars came out, and it's just feels so weird. It's like they're making another one.
Exactly.
And
It just feels like, huh? Okay.
did I even see that part of the Nintendo Direct? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I showed it to you. Remember, like they had like they brought back Rainbow's Castle and Western Land.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and I think Bowser was playable as well. Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
remember it.
Oh snap! Okay, all Bowser's is going to be on the board. That's cool.
So I mean, we could talk about this after everybody goes through their thoughts, but yeah, Bowser's in the game again. So, you know what, Jay Gooden? How about do you got any thoughts?
Well, I just really hope that, well, in this particular reveal and release, I just really hope that like Superstars doesn't really necessarily get phased out. Um, I would actually like rather have like DLC for Mario Party Superstars more than just Mario Party Jamboree, because now we have to get reinvested into a brand new Mario Party game. I don't really feel like Superstars was super fun. It was great.
Oh, I love Superstars.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love Superstars. Like, but from what I've seen from Jamboree, like they kind of have like this third party HUD display, not HUD display, but like semi open world where you can explore and like go on like like the overall world and like see what type of parties you want to get into and what type of modes you want to get into. It doesn't really necessarily feel as linear as Mario Party Superstars main menu, so it looks pretty cool. I would still pick it up, but I don't understand, like, cause is this really Mario Party 13 at this point, or is this like there's just a sequel to Super Mario Party? Because I don't know. I'm just in a weird space with it because Super Mario Party was completely overshadowed by Mario Party Superstars, like without question. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I don't even know if anyone even streams Super Mario Party. Like, that's just pretty real.
they
Uh,
have for a
I'll,
while.
yeah,
So
yeah. So I don't know. Like,
I haven't
I
even
guess
played
they.
that game in a while.
I mean, they're pushing for a sequel to a game that people have kind of like overlooked on. Why not just continue the trend with giving like a complete overhaul of Mario Party Superstars? I mean, in my opinion, I feel like that's what they should have done. But to like make a brand new one, I mean, it kind of breaks the fact that we have to stop playing this game in order to get into this game now. So we have to get reinvested in a sense. So that's kind of like the only downfall with that. So, but like Jamboree, it seems like it could be a great time. So I just have to pick up another Mario Party game. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's fair.
yeah.
Stefan, what about you? Got anything?
It seems like an okay game. The only thing I'm worried about is I know the new stages should be good. No, not the new stages. I mean, the old stages are most likely going to be good. I'm just more concerned with the new stages. Like, how are they going to be? Because Mario Party Superstars was all old stages from the first three games. So, and they were all classics. So, how is Mario Party Jamboree going to hold up now? Like I feel like they should have just added more of those stages to Mario Party Superstars as DLC because we already like Mario Party Superstars. There was no reason to make another Mario Party game.
Mhm. Mario Party Superstars should have been the Mario Party. So it should have been the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe of that franchise. If you ask me.
Exactly. Like they
I
Right.
make
do
all
agree.
these. They have three different Mario parties on the Switch now, but they can't make another Mario Kart at this point.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
That
That
is
there
very
is
weird.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot Super Mario Party was for the Switch. Yeah, there's three of
I
them.
mean, that's not
That's
unnormal because
right.
they had four on the GameCube, but still, like it's very weird how they do that.
I don't know.
I mean,
I feel
I
like
know we just got DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I mean, they couldn't add another Mario Kart at this point, but they can add all these different Mario parties.
I mean, that's kind of the way it's always been. Like they had all these Mario Party games from the GameCube, and then they had one Mario Kart game, and then they had I think like two Mario Party games on the Wii, and then they only had one Mario Kart Wii, and then like the Wii U. How many did that get? Like I think I only got Mario Party 10, right?
No, they had one each. Yeah.
Okay,
The game
that time was the exception, but other than that,
the console kind of sucked, but yeah, like.
and
The
then it was
dark ages of Nintendo.
and then it was reversed in the
Yeah.
90s, where they had two, and then they had three Mario Party games, and oh wait, no, it wasn't reversed. It's the same. Never mind. They had one Mario Kart. They had 64. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wii U, the dark ages of Nintendo.
Exactly.
it really was. I mean, like it's really sad. But like, what if I told you this is not this is not the first time that Nintendo bombed on a console? Like okay.
Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
Virtual Boy.
Someone did their homework, or definitely knows a lot about the video game industry. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I give you that.
I watched.
I was just about to say
an
that.
episode on Game Theory, and the Wii U was compared to the Virtual Boy. I think that's a little too much because
That's a little too much.
The Wii U overpowered the Virtual Boy by everything. The
Yeah,
Virtual Boy had this annoying red light, and
Oh,
just
yeah.
from that, I can already tell that it was a really bad console.
I think it only had like what 21 games on there, and I heard that one of the best games was a Wario Land, the Virtual Boy Wario Land. That was like the best
Of
game.
course,
on there.
because you pick Wario.
But I had
Jake,
seen the Virtual Boy on YouTube. It's just red and black. That's it. Those are the only two colors. And imagine putting that on your face in a virtual reality, just seeing a blinding red light and just darkness everywhere else. That's gonna. Apparently, it had like a safety list saying that the side effects of playing it for too long was like headaches and stuff, and it could probably mess with your eyesight and stuff.
We give
Yeah,
people
like
fucking seizures. Like, it's crazy.
when they tested out the console on like these at these conventions where they tested it out, the people wore it for like a few minutes and they were like, "I have a headache." They started having migraines.
I actually have a headache.
Yeah, I mean, the Virtual Boy. I mean, Jake. What if I told you? I mean, according to Angry Video Game Nerd, he told me that it was actually a lot less than 21 games. It bombed. Like a Virtual Boy
I
bombed.
was just throwing a number out there. I thought that's how much it was. I don't know the exact. It could be 4.
I think it was like
know.
10, maybe a little more than 10.
Yeah. I mean, this was worse than the 64 DD. Like, let's just say that. Like, and that's the second.
I don't even know.
Did that console even come out?
Yeah, it came out in Japan, but it only sold 15,000 units, which was the biggest commercial failure since the Virtual Boy.
How many games are on? How many games was on that?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? There's like probably just as much games on the 64 DD than it is on a Virtual Boy, and many of the games that were planned to be on that add-on. This is why add-on to like the overall Crystal consoles. Most of those games like were either reported on the N64 or just released as its own game on the GameCube as a first year launch. So like Ghost in the Giant, Earthbound 64. We were supposed to have Earthbound 64, by the way.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about the Nintendo 64 DD. I think they're gonna put Mario 64 2 on there as well.
Yeah. It was supposed to be that, and that got scrapped. A lot of games got scrapped.
That got scrapped. And Earthbound 64 got scrapped, and said we got like Mother 3, I think.
Yeah, that's right. It basically was Mother 3, and then like it was Mother 3 before Mother 3, and then like in that released on the Game Boy Advance. So like, and that was kind of like a wake up call. Like, okay, no one's not buying this shit, so why are we gonna go invest more money into it? So it got scratched. Funny thing about it, the 64 DD had the same lifespan as the Sega Dreamcast. Less than 3 years. Yeah. Oh yeah. And It hurts me because I'm actually a dedicated diehard Sega fan. It had the same lifespan as the Sega Dreamcast, so let that sink in. Less than 3 years, and that was add-on.
Barely even fleeting.
Yeah, right.
But think about the games that we could have gotten, like a sequel to Mario 64, a 3D Earthbound. That would have been
Technically
cool.
did. I mean, DS is like a remake, but also a sequel.
Yeah, it's really more. It's more of it's an expanded remake, I'd call it, because they have 30 more stars and more characters and new courses. It's like Mario 64 Deluxe. It's an expanded remake.
I prefer the DS version over the original 64.
I kind of agree on that because I feel like it has like more variety in that game rather than just Mario.
Exactly, more characters and stars.
You guys said you liked it better? You said?
Yeah. Because in the original 64, it was a great game, but you can only play as Mario. But in the other game, you can play as Yoshi, Wario, Luigi, and there's more more stars as well. There's more stars, and there's also the minigame mode.
Oh yeah, minigame.
Yeah, my only gripe with the DS version of that game is because it didn't have that well-renowned joystick that the N64 had.
Yeah, so, the movement was a bit off, and the camera.
That Joker was crazy. Man. That camera, it did not work. It did not work. Like
the camera. I hated how you had to use the L button to move the camera. I've had moments where it just spun around in a circle. I'm like, dude, what the heck is going on? I didn't ask for that.
Right. So I think
I glitched out the game one time. I saw like behind a wall. I'm like, what the heck? Where do I put the camera?
Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't discuss my thoughts about Jamboree. As a fan of the series for years, I gotta say, this was my dream Mario Party because, I mean, Superstars might be, don't quote me on this, might be my favorite Mario Party game because I just think it's like a very fun game and it's the best one we've had since 8, and I just love how they did that. They brought back the old way of doing it instead of just having the fucking rival or the ally stuff and the car from 9 and 10. It just feels like it's back to basics with this one. And I was hoping for DLC, but by the time like 2023 rolled around, I just lost hope. I'm like, okay, we're never going to get it. And
when did that game come out? 21?
21, yeah. And my hopes were shattered even more in this trailer when I saw that Western Land and Rainbow Castle were in this game. I did enjoy seeing those, because I think I said this on like a stream or something, or like I can't remember where I said this, but I said that my dream Mario Party game is something I hope shows up in the next game are new boards, but also retro boards, kind of like how they did for Mario Kart. And they basically did that in this game, which I'm happy about. Like, we have like a Coconut Mall stage. I know it's called Rainbow's Galleria or whatever the fuck. I'm calling it Coconut Mall because that's basically what it is. But and there's like a
company just changed the name.
Yeah. There's like a Bowser board in here, and obviously Western Land and Rainbow Castle are back. But yeah, and I do one of the flaws I have with Superstars is the lack of characters in here. Like, there's no, it basically brought back the 8 characters from the first 4 games, but added Rosalina and Birdo. But in here, we got like 21 characters. Like, there's obviously the original cast is back, like Wario, Yoshi, they're all back. But they brought back Bowser and Bowser Jr. and all the enemies from Super Mario Party. But Toad and Toadette are now playable, and Ninja apparently is playable in here as well, which is very weird choice. But yeah, Ninja.
Why would they pick him? Yeah. Those little enemies that would jump up and down.
I don't know. That's like it's very weird, but
that's a random enemy.
Right, and
I mean, it's like screw Toad, a popular character. Let's throw in Ninja, who everyone forgot about.
Toad's in the game. Toad's playable.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah. I thought you said he wasn't. Or was that Toadette you said?
No, both Toad and Toadette are playable.
Oh, okay.
But I noticed, like, in the wide shot, I'm gonna post it in the when the podcast comes out. I'll post this picture, but there's a wide shot of all the characters that are in the game. Ninja does not show up in here, so that basically confirms that there are unlockable characters in this game. And notice how the game, like the announcer said, like this is the biggest Mario Party game. I feel like they should add more characters because the characters we got are like the same 10 from Superstars, plus Toad and Toadette, plus Bowser, Bowser Jr., Goomba, Shy Guy, Monty Mole, Boo, Koopa Troopa, and Spike. All of which who have appeared in different games, and Ninja as well.
They were in like Super Mario Party, right?
Yeah, they were all in Super Mario Party. But Ninja does not show up. I feel like they're going to unlock some more characters. Like, I feel like if it's the biggest Mario Party yet, they gotta pull an 8 Deluxe and add, like, basically every character from the past franchises, from the past games, except Koopa Kid, because he's a dead character, but still.
You're just gonna have a gravestone in the background that says "Rest in Peace, Koopa Kid."
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
That's gonna be in the Bowser board.
That would be dark as fuck, but anyways.
It would be.
Like, it's surprising to see Drybone's not in here, because he's kind of a mainstay character. Like, he's in 7 and 8, and also Super Mario Party. And I've been saying for the longest time, where's Pauline? Because Pauline's like a mainstay character. Like, she's basically part of the gang at this point. She's like Rosalina. Like,
she's as old as Mario herself.
Yeah,
she's as old as Mario himself. Yeah.
She had like a newfound fan base in Odyssey, and she's been in everything but Party. Like, she's been in Cars, she's been in all the sport games. Mario Party is the only thing that she's not in yet. Well, Smash Bros. As well, but still. I feel like they should add her as an unlockable character in here. I feel like that would please a lot of fans. And bring in Diddy Kong. Like, come on. Like, where's my boy? You got Donkey bitch ass. Where the fuck is his little buddy?
Oh, let's go.
Dash reference for those who don't know.
Wait, which games was Diddy Kong in?
What?
Wait, he was from Mario Party.
Mario Party,
Super and Star Rush, which are the two most mid Mario Party games. Yeah, we need him in a good one. So let's hope Diddy shows up.
Really?
Wait, he wasn't in Mario Party Superstars? Wasn't he in the last game?
No, he wasn't.
Oh wow.
Wow, he's barely shown up in that game.
I know.
Wait, I think he was in 9. Wasn't he in 9? But he wasn't playable?
Yeah, he was in 9. I think he started showing up in the games since like 9 or 10, but he wasn't playable since he was only playable in 2 of them. Like, hashtag bring in Diddy Kong. Come on, you gotta bring him in, because if Donkey's there, you gotta bring in Diddy. That's the only acceptable thing.
Mario Party 7 and 8, I think, are my favorite Mario Parties. I know that's kind of controversial, but I would say Mario Party 7 and 8 are my favorite.
Those are good ones, but I think 3, 4, 6, and Superstars are my favorites. And Jamboree will be on there if they add Pauline and Diddy Kong. I guarantee you. Well, I'm kidding, but
4 and 6 are really good for Mario Party. I gotta say.
Yeah, I love those games.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've kind of tangented on a little too long for this. I hope there's unlockable characters, and hopefully the 3 I mentioned, Drybones, Diddy, and Pauline, they all show up. And I just hope it's a good game, because it's like the first time in a long time that we've had a proper Mario Party game, not including Superstars. So it's good to see. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Zelda's finally playable, so
I feel like this. I feel like this one's like a sequel to Link's Awakening remake. It just feels like that with the art style. And I actually enjoy that game a lot. I still have to go beat it, but I feel like it's a direct sequel to Link's Awakening. Yeah, like honestly, like I actually like the 2D Zelda. So I have my heart's in 2D Zelda, probably a little bit more than the 3D Zelda. So I know that's a little crazy saying that, but yeah, I like 2D Zelda. So I grew up with it. I played it a lot on NES and the Game Boy, Super Nintendo. Link to the Past, which is like probably my favorite Zelda game of all time. Yeah, I'm just a sucker for 2D Zelda. Like Like it's great. So I'm actually interested in checking out Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah, I don't really like Zelda all that much. I mean, I not like Zelda, but I don't really play all that much. I'm not really a big fan of the series, but I am happy for those who've been wanting a Zelda game, and especially Zelda as a playable character. Like, because for the longest time, Link was the one who's kind of being the main character, and I just love, like, when I first saw the trailer for Echoes of Wisdom, and I saw that Zelda was the playable character, I immediately thought of that. What for those who watch Smosh, like, you know this part, but in the Legend of Zelda rap video, there's a line that Ian says where it's like, "Legend of Zelda, more like Legend of Link." That's basically what this game is. So,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched that
for
video.
real, for real, for real.
oh God. But yeah, I'm happy for those who like Zelda. Stephanie, got anything to say or like?
Well, I'm
'Cause
happy that Zelda's finally a playable character.
yeah, I agree on that. It's kind of long overdue. But yeah, it's cool.
Exactly, a Legend of Zelda game is actually a Legend of Zelda game now. It's not a Legend of Link game anymore.
Yeah, for real facts.
um, there's a Just Dance, not for the Wii. That's fucking sinful. Get rid of it. So,
I'm surprised Just Dance is still around. It's like that one video game series that doesn't want to die.
it's like the Simpsons of video games. Like they've put one out every single year, and I think they stopped
Exactly.
on the Wii in like 2020. That's when they should have stopped. Period. Because even during like the Wii U days and early Switch days, they brought those back. They brought those in the Wii, and I just remember like they're still putting Wii games out. It did for years.
Yeah,
But
true.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll say this about it. I mean, like at this point, it's trying to reach Guitar Hero numbers, Rock Band numbers, um, like them trying to like capitalize on like the music, on like the music theory type of rhythm games. I don't know. I mean, like because those Guitar Hero and Rock Band, they're not out anymore, and I really feel like even saying this is kind of like an unfair comparison because I'd rather play those games rather than Just Dance. But I know Just Dance's own thing because of the fact that like those rhythm games where you have to go dance and move and whatnot. So it has like its own repertoire. But I mean, when it comes to music games as a whole, like they're trying to surpass those numbers that have been settled with Guitar Hero and Rock Band. So I'm like, all right. I just feel like those type of games are like a fad and fad only. But it's but if it makes its numbers, it makes its numbers. So hey, you can't really complain about that. So if it's popular, if it has a cult following, I mean, why wouldn't Ubisoft do it?
It's very
Hey,
easy for families to get up and play with Just Dance, so I can see the appeal there. But
yeah,
I don't know, like
it has that
it's
appeal.
Just Dance.
Right.
Yeah, I guess. Um,
But I feel like
well,
if you want to play a party game, just play Mario Kart. You know.
or Mario Party, fucking divide the
Exactly.
family more. So,
Wasn't I believe that no Super Mario had a dance game too. I believe on the Wii
Dance
too,
Dance
right?
Revolution. Yeah.
Yeah, Mario
Yeah.
Mix. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. That was a very good one.
I just find dance and music games to be very corny. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, they're mostly kind of corny. And speaking of corny, there's a Tales of the Shire game. Like
Oh
Tales
God.
of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. It looks so stupid because I remember when I saw this live. Daniel is a huge Daniel's a great member and he watches all my podcast episodes and just my streams in general. Shouts out to you. He's a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Even he's like, what the fuck is this? Because literally all you do. Speaking of farming games, this is literally a fucking farming game in the Lord of the Rings universe. You're planting fucking flowers. You're eating dinner there. It's like it's just normal stuff that hobbits do. I'm like, who the fuck wants to play this game? Just play Shadow of Mordor or some good. Like fucking play the Gollum game for all I care. Like
Well. Hold on. Wait. Let's not get into that territory. Let's not do that because this looks way better than that Golem game. I'm gonna tell you this right now. That game was a
fair,
fucking travesty.
very fair.
Yeah, very fair. I think that's fact at this point. Golem was horrible, bro. What
God.
the fuck was she doing in that game, dog? That game was a waste of time, waste of space, bro.
It's just so weird that they're just making a game about farming in the Shire. I mean, I just think I'm a Lord of the Rings fan as well, and I just think that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that looks so stupid.
Like Lord of the Rings, it's about like these hobbits who come from like a cozy little life have to go to Mordor and fight orcs and stuff. This one, farming, tend to the crops.
It's like Minecraft without the fun.
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah,
not the fucking creepers and all that. Like it's just like okay,
Minecraft
farm,
without
but,
any danger. Just
it's Animal
craft.
Crossing, but it's just without like the charm.
It's like
It's just crossing.
It's Minecraft without the mining. It's just a craft.
It's like Animal Crossing or Minecraft without the fun. It's just like here's a farming game, but here's no fun. Just do whatever you can.
Animal Crossing was
bored out of your
different,
mind.
but like this
Animal
one's,
Crossing's a lot of fun.
yeah, that they made that fun, but this one, what the heck? I bet you they don't even have a character, any like characters in the books or the movies. They probably just made up new characters. I bet you. I didn't
what
see
else?
the trailer for that, so I just heard about the farming game from The Hobbit. So
Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. I know that's a very popular franchise, so fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's a very valid response for that.
I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah, I wish I was fully invested into those Ace Attorney games, but like, yeah, no, not necessarily my cup of tea, but like, I know for a fact it's gonna win some fans. So yeah, so that's another good win.
I was expecting more. To be honest, I was expecting more people to, like more things to be said. But
Yeah,
I guess we'll just finish it off with the big reveal because they always do this. Like, what's the last announcement? A lot of people were thinking it was this game because they ran out of ideas, or not ran out of ideas. They're running out of things to reveal for the Nintendo Direct because they have their Mario Kart, they have Mario, they have Smash Bros. They got all that out of the way. Metroid Prime 4, which is a game that's been out for that's been teased for a long time, finally got something, and it looks pretty damn good. I gotta say.
yeah. I will say that myself. Dude, this calls me back to the GameCube days. With Metroid Prime. I know for a fact we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of shooting, a whole bunch of scanning, a whole bunch of like understanding area location, whole bunch of finding out secret locations with the morph ball and using those bombs in order to access other areas and to find those rockets, those entry tanks, all those great stuff. So that's what I found out for that. I am curious about this new army of not necessarily vigilante. I won't say vigilante, but this new army villainous group. I want to get more information about that. I really wish there was a little more revealed about what's going on with those guys. But I know for a fact that seeing the head of the army of that villainous army and Samus Aran like they're looking at each other head to head, it has to have some deep entitled meaning. And that meaning, like, I know for a fact it's probably going to go a long way, or something that Samus Aran is going to necessarily like take as like her biggest challenge that she's seen thus far in the Metro Prime universe, or at least that series. So I just want to go see what happens this time. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And just like that, I think we're done. So, went a little over an hour, but you know what? That's fine.
Wait, hold on, wait. No, we're not done. We're not done, Joe.
What?
We're not done, Joe, because another franchise that I expect to be on the Switch before the Switch era dies should be here. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Star Fox?
Oh, here we go. Thank you for giving me permission to talk about that.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry. You
You
can
fell
go
right
ahead.
for his trap,
All right,
Joe.
all right. I'm gonna keep it 5 minutes because I know that you know you got edits and whatnot to do with it. So whatever. But look, guys, imagine a world, right? I promise I'm not gonna go no movie cinema and my Shyamalan presentation right now. Imagine a world where we actually can celebrate the overall innovations that the Switch has given us. Right, the Joy Cons, the peripherals where you can use it with every single particular way of how you move and navigate in the game. Why can't that be presented in a brand new Star Fox game? Right? Star Fox is one of the pinnacles, the pillars of Nintendo gaming history. And I really feel like them not moving into the direction in order to bring this franchise into the light for such a big console that sold 160 million, right? And we're not even just talking about numbers. We're not even just caring about numbers. I'm pretty sure they can go invest or find some developers who can bring Star Fox back to light in order to see for the modern era of video games. The reason why I feel like Star Fox would be great for Switch is because not just for the peripherals, but for the fact that we can actually reinvigorate a long lost Nintendo franchise that can use so much of the technology that Switch has in its capabilities in order to bring a lifelong ongoing story, great controls, and just with the HDs and the 4K visuals to actually take us back into space for Fox McCloud and the whole Star Fox Brigade in order to go against Andros or whatever new enemy that they have to go face in a lot of that system. I'm pretty sure that would be just as big as a reveal as Metro Prime 4 Beyond. Probably a little bit over the edge even more. Because we're talking about the multiplayer aspects, we're talking about the campaign, the story, talking about like the online engagements they can have. You can have dog fights with people like in the Lilac system, over Carnaria, over all those many iconic worlds in that Star Fox universe, right? If we can have those type of those third person or first party engagements online or just campaign, that would really just like shed so much light. And I really feel like that will bring in more numbers and more eyes to the Switch than ever before. That's the only thing that we're missing, other than a true F-Zero sequel or even a reboot. I really feel like if Nintendo just gets it together and brings either one of those two franchises, especially Star Fox, it's going to reignite Nintendo into the first party atmosphere even more. I'm telling you, they've already done so much right. And it's not even me telling you hashtag new Star Fox game. I'm not even doing all that. But if y'all want to do that, cool. I'm just saying, I don't see a Nintendo generation being complete without seeing the four commanders or cadets going out in space and fighting off Andros' army. We got Fox McCloud, we got Peppy here, we got Falco Lombardi, Slippy Toad. I mean, like, bro, like and fighting off against Wolf McDonald's, Panther, and that the other monkey guy that I fucking don't care about because I killed him off every single Star Fox game ever. But who cares? Even if they bring back Star Fox Adventures HD or make an HD remake of Star Fox Adventures, that would at least entice me to believe, okay, this franchise is not dead. Oh, I forgot. I forgot Piggy because Piggy is awesome. Even though he's on the enemy side, but Piggy's awesome. It would be great just to at least get those two things. Get a Star Fox Adventures HD remake version or a brand new Star Fox game that can bring us back into those space wars, those strategic wars where you go from planet to planet in order to go save the whole entire universe. And you do it in style. You can do your barrel rolls. You can do your somersaults. Like it would be awesome just to see Peppy here say do a barrel roll or try a somersault in this new era. Like, come on, man. I mean, bro, it's the last thing that this Switch era can do. And I'm telling you, it's going to be epic. Like, if anyone from Nintendo is listening to this, just take into consideration, like, it would not be complete if our Switch library does not have a brand new Star Fox game. Like, I'm just telling you this. I'm telling you this from the abundance of my heart. It will be so worthwhile to have 4 of your great friends, you and three of your great friends going online, doing all of these online matches with your R-Wing and all the R-Wing upgrades where you want to turn into a tank or make it into a land walker and just going head to head and fighting and whatnot, or probably like a 4-player co-op campaign where you can actually like play and go in the live system and witness the events unfold in a great, superb directed campaign where y'all can beat the game together, or even both. Like, why do we not have Star Fox? There's no reason. It's just no reason at all, bro. Like, dude, this is the one thing that I'm panicking about this new era of Nintendo. Like, dude, just give it a fighting chance, man. It's gonna be so much worthwhile. So just see those guys just go at it again and save the galaxy one last time. Come on, man. Fox McCloud has been in Smash Bros. He's been all these other crossover games, bro. Take the man out of retirement and make that man be a hero again. Please. Please. That's all I'm asking. That's all we fucking need, bro. Like, seriously.
Good man. So,
yeah.
That's, with that, I guess that's it. So, well, real quick, oh god. You guys want me to read this singular comment on the Game of Thrones video?
No.
What? Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, that podcast, the Game of Thrones review podcast, 420 views. That's by far the highest viewed video on my channel. That's fucking crazy.
Let's go. Joe sees now the Joe Show. Let's go.
I did not expect that. So,
how many more subscribers did you get from that?
1. I'm not kidding. I got 1. But yeah.
Well, you know, it's great. It's a great milestone. I just feel like with the whole one subscriber thing, you definitely deserve more than that. That's just on a promotion side of things, but you know, like I can probably help you out on that, or like other people who are dedicated to this podcast, or like the Joe She Show or the Joe Show. Like, that's just what it is. Like, promote it, get yourself to a broader audience. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing more than 1 subscriber. I promise you that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'll work on it.
We love you, man.
Alright, so Daniel, who I mentioned earlier, he says, another really great, enjoyable episode, and congratulations on it popping off. I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I enjoyed your discussion. Now, this is where the fucking hashtags come in, and it's I apologize ahead of time.
Oh God, no.
Hashtag incest. Hashtag I want your daughter.
What?
Hashtag,
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Where'd that
hashtag
come from?
I don't know.
I
Hashtag
understand I
You
understand the
understand
incest
the incest?
because that's in Game of Thrones. That's like one of the main plot points in the first season. Unironically.
Game of Thrones is a weird show.
Oh
It
yeah, it
is.
is.
It's
It
great.
really
Good thing I
is.
never watched it.
It's
Hashtag
some-
fuck Joffrey. Hashtag season 8 is ass. Oh god. Hashtag mother of. Hashtag Joe is
Mother of what?
fuck. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm
oh.
not repeating it. Except I
It
am.
glitched out,
Jake,
but
hashtag Jake is the king of all pussy. My god. I hate that I had to say that out loud. Hashtag pod 13. I have
I,
fucking. I have an STD from reading this.
oh my
God.
God, I can't believe I'm the king of all pussy. I don't remember a Crown Game put on my head, but okay. I guess.
All
This
right.
is just as bad. This is just as bad as the what reading we did with Mario Kart. What? Oh yeah, this was just as bad as the 50 Shades of Grey reading.
Oh my god. Oh, no. The Mercury one. Yeah. Oh god. All right. Um.
We have some weird followers.
Exactly.
100%.
I guess an update on the podcast. This is episode 15 right now. If things go right, I'm pretty sure it'll be weekly. By the way, it'll be a weekly series again. But if things go right, episode 20 should be a live review of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Let's go.
So yeah, if you guys want to be part of the Deadpool and Wolverine live review, first of all, heavy spoilers, and second of all, let me know because I plan on it being as big as the Mario Kart stream. So hope to see you guys there, and thank you for watching this episode of the podcast, the past ones, and thank you all for tuning into this one, and thank you Jake from State Farm, and Stefan for all joining again. I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome.
Always, brother.
Appreciate it. This was a good birthday, so yeah, thank you guys.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Happy big birthday to the Joe Show and Josie.
Thank you. All right. I'll see you guys later.